again, ladies and gentlemen, the television authorities are asking me to please come off that scaffolding. You're not being fed to the men working above, and you're jeopardising yourselves. Also, the people at the back.
Quarter-final of the News of the World Darts competition between, on the board there, this is Joe Given from Lancashire and Cheshire, a Liverpool boutique owner, representing, as I say, Lancashire and Cheshire, and getting straight away with a ton. And his opponent, again, bringing international flavour to this championship. We have the American champion, Al Lipman, from Philadelphia. Al Lipman then on the hockey at the moment with the white flights to his darts, replies with 85. So Given, 42-year-old, from the Ancient Britain Hotel, Everton, and really on the right road at the moment.
100!
And another ton, so that's 2 tons straight away for Given. And Lipman, who has looked impressive earlier in this tournament when he beat Leighton Rees, the Welsh champion, already with his back to the wall. Lipman.
26!
Unlucky there. 2 treble threes. There could easily have been treble 20s. That would have been a big score. But Given now, looking very impressive. He's had 2 tons, 200 so far. He's got another 40. 60. So 260 and 9 darts. That's championship form. This is Lipman. He's brought his trainer with him today. So if he gets
45.
behind, we can expect to see the magic sponge. And he lags a bit at the moment. Given, in the meantime, has really been scoring consistently, and he's doing it again. He's got 2 20s. 60. He really is dynamite on those 20s, isn't he? He hasn't missed one yet. So Lipman, that's unlucky again for his treble 20. It was indeed a treble 5, but he comes back on par
36.
With a 20, then a 1. And Lipman now really with his score on the left-hand side. You can see he's a long way behind this man, Joe Given. That's another 60 as it is. Tremendous stuff. He's at a 1. It's very close on the wire. 80 scored, and that is the first time that Joe Given in this leg has missed a 20. He only wants 101 now, and Al Lipman really is looking for a fairy godmother. 85, a good score, but 101 wanted now for Joe Given from Liverpool. 57-12, double 16 he could go for. He's gone for the treble 17 and missed it. He has now got the treble 19, I believe, so he's now scored 59, 65 scored. That must leave him a double, surely. It does, 2 18s. So Al Lipman now really has got to get a weeding. You must have heard me, he's got 80, I think. 100, so now Given, who has played superbly well in this leg, needs 2 18s to wrap it up. Oh, that one dropped a bit, over to 2 9s. He's missed it. 120 24, so Al Lippmann suddenly, who has been really trailing quite badly right the way through this leg, is now in with a chance. He can get out here with a good shot. That is 20, he needs 104. That's another 20, now he's 84. Will he come across now for treble 18? 54 would leave him 2 15s. Now he stayed on the 20s. So now Joe Given again gathering breath. He needs those 2 9s so badly here because Lippmann's really breathing down his neck now. And he's very close, his third dart. This must be the one. Yes! Tremendous! We had to have that one. There it was, first leg, Joe Given, 1 in the stable.
And now the second leg, Al Lippmann will throw first this time. White, please.
And so we come on to the second leg, and this is the figure of Al Lippmann, a Philadelphia club owner,
42.
in these championships for the second time. And Al Lippmann now really badly needs a win because Joe Given in his first leg threw supremely well. He hardly missed 20s at all, but he's missed them straight away with his first start in the second
40.
leg. He gets back in the groove with 2 for a 40 score to start the second leg. This is Lippmann, US Open darts champion. No stranger to Alexander Palace. He was here last year and went away
55.
totally overwhelmed by the atmosphere because suddenly he found himself the villain of the piece for the 12,000 fans from the pubs and clubs of Britain. A bit unfortunate, really, but those sort of things don't happen in Philadelphia. Given in the meantime really is settling in and looking very impressive. That was a good chance. So Lippmann again finds himself struggling to keep pace with this young boutique owner from Liverpool. He's doing pretty well now, though. That looks unlucky for 2 treble 20s. But Lippmann, your score on the left there, as you can see, is just a trifle in front. But Given has the darts,
85.
and he has 85. So he now edges into the lead, but not very much in this one. Lippmann, a big score here could be decisive. He's just pulling a little bit to his left and hitting those 5s. 38 scored. He won't be happy with that. A treble 5, a treble 1. Bad luck there for Al Lippmann from the States. But now Given. That's 20. He's tremendous on these 20s. Just drops it down, looking for the treble. I think it's just under the wire. 60. Very still. Lippmann then needs 286. And he just cannot regularly hit that treble 20. It's only a fraction away.
22.
But in the News of the World Dart Championship, that's what it's all about. Fractions of an inch. Joe Given. Beautiful study of concentration there. And he really has been finding those 20s. That one just dropped a trifle into the 1.
41.
41. Lippmann then, very close this leg, and Lippmann really needs this one badly. Now he's hit the 20s. Can he keep him there?
43.
43. He's been very unlucky, Al, on the treble 20, because that again was right next door. Given. 20 scored. 40 scored. 100. Pretty to watch, and there's the crowd, and they're really saluting this artistry. Lippmann again is just next door. He hasn't really had any luck at all. He's got 2 treble 5s. That's really bad luck because Al Lippmann has been so close to that treble 20. So 75 for Joe Given now to really ensure a place in the semi-finals. 75. Which way will he go? He has gone for 3 13s and missed it, and he has got 4, and he's got another 13. 35 scored, so that leaves him double top. Got himself out of trouble there. Al Lippmann now looking around for something special. He really is a long way back, and that's 60. Unlucky again. 60. So will Joe Given, the 42-year-old boutique manager from Liverpool, make his way to the semi-finals? Here he goes. He only needs a double top. That's it. He's just too low. 2 10s down at 4 o'clock on the board. Slicing it up, working it all out. 2 10s, 1 dart left.
20.
Close. But he's missed his chance again, and Al Lippman again can come from the back. 121, treble 20, 25, 2 18s, or treble 20, 57, 2 2s, if you want to be really outrageous. What's that? That's treble 3. He's been very unlucky. He was looking for 57. Bad luck, Al. He can't believe his luck here. And the sympathy one feels in this enormous 12,000 crowd is really with this Yank. He really has played well here without any luck at all. That's 29 scored. Yes. So a 60 will be more than a bit useful. Instead of which we went across for 3 14s.
20 going.
Well, now, Joe Given one feels must get out, because I don't think the Yank will allow him off the hook if he misses this 210. So let's watch Joe Given here looking for 210s, and that's bang on the wire. It couldn't be closer. That's just inside. He now wants 2 5s. 2 5s right up there next to the 20 on the left-hand side of the 20. He's missed it. So Al Lippman lives again on 68. Al Lippman, who has trailed throughout this game, now has a chance to get back on level terms, and that would be a surprise. That is a 16. It's 36 scored. He wanted
52 scores.
2 16s, and he missed them. Very close, and so Given again, and Joe Given must take this chance, I think. He wants 2 5s, and he's very close. He must get it this time. I don't think Lippman will let him off the hook again. Last start. Yes, that'll do. And so it is indeed, that man there, Joe Given, who really got into the nervous 90s, a bit of neurosis on his double shot out, but he goes forward into the semi-final.
before we can get the go. Thank you. Best of order, please.
Now, Paul Jackson has won the toss, ladies and gentlemen, and will throw first. Thank you.
And so the fourth and last quarter-final of the 1974 New Zealand World Darts Championships from Alexandra Palace. And on the board there, with the thin patch at the back of his head, we had from Yorkshire Paul Jackson. His opponent now on the board is another Paul Gosling from the Western Counties.
81!
This then is Jackson, 28-year-old from the Blooming Rose in Leeds, so he's a budding star.
60!
he is possibly the least experienced dart player in the competition. He only started playing 16 months ago. Gosling, though, 25-year-old steward from the Port Cartho club in Truro. And he is a very experienced player because he's a very fast thrower indeed, as you can see there. And he has been one of the masters of the game in the Western Counties for a long while. Gosling, though, the new boy, taking time to settle down. And who can blame him? 12,000 baying down his neck. But just look at the way this boy Gosling throws. He looks like he's after the world record for throwing darts. His missiles are very well aimed too. With men like him around, who needs blue streak?
58.
So Gosling again, and he really is the machine gun maestro. Just watch him go. 1, 2, 3, but they're all on target. It's a ton. So this is Jackson. Jackson trying to find the scores, trying to settle down. Not doing so well. You can see the scores there. Gosling is on the left, Jackson on the right, so not very much in it. But Gosling has the darts, and he has another ton. Tremendous stuff. Jackson, the 28-year-old Tyler from Leeds.
26.
26 he scores, and Gosling is 115, and the way this boy goes with the cheroot there, he can really get out. He has got, what's that? That looks like a 60-79 scored.
97
scored, and he really knows what he's going for, and he's leaving everybody in his wake. So Jackson has walked into a tornado in this one. 82, 2 nines. Let's have a look at it. 2 nines up there at 10 o'clock on the board.
Yeah!
That'll do. Good night, Vienna. Tremendous finishing. Wow.
And having lost the toss, Paul Gosling will throw first this time. Good order, please.
Well, this is Paul Gosling, and he really went through that first leg like an overdose of laxative. Tremendous stuff, and he's straight back into the groove with 60. And this man here, this is Paul Jackson from Yorkshire, and he really doesn't know what's hit him, but he's still struggling on manfully. 85 scored. Gosling then. He was runner-up to the national champion Barry Twomlow in 1969. Very experienced.
60.
And very steady too. This is Jackson from Yorkshire, from the Blooming Rose in Leeds. Only 16 months ago he started playing seriously, so he's done remarkably well to mature enough to get to the News of the World Finals, because this really is the World Championship of darts, and this man here really has the style of a champion. Very, very fast throw, leaving commentators and cameramen alike a little bit breathless. And also his opponent here, Paul Jackson, struggling hard to keep up. And as you can see from the scores there, very little in it, just like my front room. 60 for Gosling. Now this one seems to be going through something of a lull. One feels that a big score from either man might really set this one alight. 60 scored, very steady, 60, 60, 60 all the way down the line. Both players scoring very consistently, but this is Gosling, and that's 60, bang, right in the middle of it. Just underneath, he's masked the treble there, but he kept going, and his supporters here all the way up from Cornwall delighted about that. So now Jackson needs to come back with a ton. I don't think he's going to do it now somehow.
85.
He got out of trouble very well there with his third dart into treble 20s. So 178 for Gosling, and let's just watch him go in. That's 20 of them. That looks like 8 of them. It is. And he went over for the treble 18, missed it, but still a pretty good shot. So 144 for Jackson. And he really hasn't got a grip of his whirlwind opponent. 80 then for Paul Gosling from the Western Counties. He finished in tremendous style in the first leg. He went for 3 16s, missed it. He's got 30, one of the ball, and he was unlucky there. I think that was a 25. You really have to gallop along to keep up. 102 now then for Jackson. He's got 60.
86.
And he was unlucky there because he needed 2 16s and missed it. So 25 going, that's 9. 2 8s, just missed it, 2 4s. Unlucky just inside the wire. Wow. So 2 8s now for Jackson, and this really has been a super game of darts. Just inside, 2 4s, just outside. It really is a rat-a-tat. So Gosling needs 2 2s, and he decided that was time enough to stop mucking around. Gosling goes forward.
A truly good game, both players. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that ends the quarter-finals by the big clock at the back of the Ali Pali. The semi-finals will start at 20 minutes to 3. 10-minute break. Between pt2 and Jimmy McMillan. Will the players come on the stage as quickly as possible, please? Jimmy McMillan. Come along, lads, as quickly as possible, please. Come along, you two dog players.
And he's right.
And so the first semi-final of the 1974 News of the World Darts Championship. 125,000 players in London, in pubs and clubs up and down Britain, started on the trail for this title way back in the autumn. This is the last four, and this is two of them. On the hockey there, we had the London representative, Peter Chapman, straight away with 22. Remember, they must score 501. They go straight in. They must finish on a double. That's the outer ring. The inner ring is the treble ring. His opponent there, just taking his darts out, was the Ayr representative. That is Jim McQuillan. So this is Peter Chapman from the Bird in Hand Henley-on-Thames, and that's straight in to treble 20.
121!
121 there, two treble 20s and a one. Peter Chapman, the big favourite with this enormous crowd here at Ali Pali. 12,000 plus in here, all of them rip-roaring, beer-drinking, public bar types, thoroughly enjoying the atmosphere and some super darts. This then is Chapman. Very steady, chewing gum, just taking his time. Wallop, straight in treble 20. Tremendous stuff. That's just pulled a little to the left. 85 scored though. And Jim McQuillan here, perhaps the most nattily attired of all this afternoon's competitors, finds himself suddenly with a lot to do. That's the score. You can see Chapman's score over there on the left-hand side. And this is Chapman, shirt undone, showing a very brawny, barrel, hairy chest. Straight in. He is really tremendous on these treble 20s, isn't he? 100 scored. So that now means that in his last 9 darts, Chapman has scored, getting on for 300. McQuillan then. 24. And that is greeted derisively here at Ali Pali. So 173 now, Chapman needs. Remember, he must finish on a double. Bang, that's treble 20 again. A gasp goes up at Alexandra Palace. 99 scored, so that leaves him into double figures. He's got a shot out now, and McQuillan really has been unable to do anything to stop the gallop of Peter Chapman from London and the home counties.
22.
So 74 he wants. 74, you can see his score on the left-hand side of your picture. This is Chapman, wants 74. Treble 14. 2 16s would be his shot. That's an 11. It's an 11, so he now needs 63. Can't see 34. That one. 34 scored. He really started playing ducks and drakes now, so 243, Jim McQuillan, and he really could do with a 3-figure score. Jim McQuillan then really struggling in this first leg of this first semi-final. But now all eyes, 12,000 eyes on Peter Chapman. He needs double top for this first leg of this